Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Kelsey and this is Zero to Hero, where I talk to you guys about how we can all reduce our impact on planet Earth in our everyday lives. Welcome to 2020, everybody! We made it! Welcome to January, and at this time of year, I feel like a lot of people are sort of thinking ahead and making goals for the year they have in front of them. Of course, the most important thing about a goal is that it has to be attainable. It has to be something that you are actually capable of accomplishing in the coming year. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today a little bit is how to make attainable, tangible goals for living a little greener and a little cleaner in 2020. So mental labor, I feel like, is a buzzword, or I guess a buzz phrase, that has been making the rounds lately. And it can mean a lot of different things, right? It can mean staying on top of things at work. It can mean making time to see the people that you love. It can mean making sure that you're staying on top of laundry and grocery shopping and making and keeping all of your necessary medical appointments. It's also one of the biggest pieces of the recipe involved in taking care of any plants, animals, and tiny people in your charge. Why am I telling you this? More and more these days, there is an absolutely colossal amount of information out there about living more sustainably. And while this is a good thing, a lot of it can be confusing, and some of it is actually directly conflicting. And I found that when I was starting out, this sort of led to an unending and impossible mental calculus. Should I be getting rid of all plastic in my life, or just single-use plastic? Should I buy that fancy new reusable thing, or is that going to add to my impact? How many times do I have to reuse that reusable thing in order to make up for the resources and the water and the energy that it took to make it? What about recycling? I've heard that a lot of the plastic that I put in my recycling bin just goes into the trash anyway. How do I deal with that? What about the way that I'm eating? Am I eating sustainably? Am I eating locally? What about the things that I can't get local? I've heard that almonds are draining California of water. So does that mean that almond milk is worse than dairy milk, or is it better? What about food waste? How much food waste am I producing? How is that adding to my environmental impact? What about my clothes? Should I be buying all of my clothes from a thrift store? What about all the clothes that I don't use anymore? Should I be giving those away to thrift stores? Because I've heard that sometimes they just throw them away and they don't sell them. Stop. Breathe. You would not expect a first-time piano player to sit down at the keys and bang out Mozart's Turkish March. You would not expect a pianist of 6 months to sit down and bang out Mozart's Turkish March. At least not perfectly. That kind of juggling and multitasking is for pros who have been doing this sustainability thing for many, many years. For somebody who is trying to take their first few steps in a positive direction, that is going to cause you to lose all your motivation and it's going to suck the fun out of it. AKA, you will burn out. So then, what do? I would urge you to make 1 or 2 tangible goals that you can achieve in the upcoming year and make sure that they're tailored to you and the way that you live. Maybe this is the year that you decide to give up meat. Or, if that's too much for you, if you've been a lifetime omnivore and you don't feel ready for that step, a really good first thing to do is give up beef. Even just giving up beef is going to have a massive impact on your impact on the environment in terms of what you're eating. Another good one is deciding that you want to phase out the use of single-use plastics. And I want you to pay attention to the words phase out. I don't think that this is a good one for going cold turkey right at the start of the year. So maybe you set yourself a timeline, right? Maybe you say, by the end of March, I will no longer be purchasing any single-use plastics. I will have all the reusable items that I need. If you're somebody who really, really loves buying, wearing, trying on, trying out new styles, new outfits, new clothes, and you want to reduce your impact, a really good challenge would be to buy all of your clothes thrifted this year. Just buy all of them from the thrift store. My little sister does this. Every time I see her, she's wearing a brand new outfit that I've never seen, and she looks bomb as hell. And she always buys it from one thrift store. It's really the only place that she goes shopping. She's found one gem of a place, and that's where she goes for everything. And by doing that, she's sort of removing herself from that supply chain and therefore removing herself from the industry and how much energy, resources, water, etc., is goes into creating new clothes, not to mention the issues with human labor surrounding that. Now, like I said, you want to make sure that these are tailored to you and the way that you live. For me, that last goal with thrifted clothes wouldn't really make much of a difference because I don't really buy new clothes anyway. So that wouldn't be a big change in my life. It wouldn't be something that really has an impact. So make sure that whatever you're choosing is specific to you, who you are, what you're doing, and what you want to accomplish this year. The last goal I want to suggest to you guys is one that may not look like much on its own, but I think it's a really powerful add-on to any other goal you might choose. And that's to, at the end of every single day, write down one thing that you're really grateful for. This is an awesome tool for keeping up motivation, for pushing through, for reminding yourself of the positives, and sticking to your goals even when things get really stressful. Take your time. Be gentle with yourself. And remember your why. Remember your big reason for why you've decided you want to make this change. Hold on to that, and I wish you all the best luck with your goals for 2020. If you guys do decide to make any tangible goals, I would love to hear about them in the comments below. I love when you guys comment, love when you guys subscribe, and as always, please let me know if you guys have any thoughts or questions, topics for future videos, anything like that. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you guys again soon.